shine. And so I know.
That's Capri Sun, baby.
Yeah, she's a Capri Sun. That's a good one. I
Yeah.
like
I'll
that.
brighten up your life if you let me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's one of my
How do we
vows with the
brighten?
kids.
Look, but how do we brighten up your life?
That's,
And that's what we're trying to do.
that's right.
Get
Living the self-help
down.
project.
You know
That
what
life.
I know. Would you like for me to take it, turn it off? I don't know how.
Don't worry about it.
No,
Because
no,
I don't
no.
want it to mess up with the flow we have going.
Okay. So
Let's pass it on a budget, baby.
yes, 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 on a budget. But there's so much in therapy. We like. Let's just. I can't speak for everyone. Let me speak for myself. I believe that people need treatment and they have something that has hurt them down to the core. And so my job is to get down there and dig deep and get the infection out of the soul. And sometimes when I touch that sore spot, you're going to want to run away. You're going to want to cuss me out. And hey, I roll with the punches.
What you set me up for? What you about to ask me?
Look. Now she's a little paranoid.
No, I ain't paranoid.
I'm just letting you know. But
it's like you trying to walk me into something real slow, and I guess I'm just a get to person, like just.
No, I'm not walking. I'm just letting the audience. No.
Okay.
I'm just letting the audience know that it's not pretty sometimes.
That's right.
But sometimes infection gets ugly, especially the longer you let it stay in, the more it festers.
That's right.
And becomes toxic to your spirit. And so I'm cutting down to the white meat, going down to the white meat. But then you can heal.
Okay.
Look, I'm trying to. Okay, anyway, back to you. What does it feel like to be in the middle of your dream?
Overwhelming is the first word I could come up with.
That's
Freeing.
fine.
I love it. I won't say that I don't like what comes with it. It's just uncomfortable what comes with it. Being asked for an autograph, getting hand claps in certain places when you walk in to where you work or going into church, the sermon is stopped and the pastor want to talk to you or somebody recognize you, and I can go down the list. That part for me is what keeps me inside and keeps me doing this thing from behind and going real slow and not, I just want to be Capri, which is why I spell it lowercase c, lowercase a with the big P, lowercase r, lowercase I with the period. The Capri is very humble, very chill, very one-on-one type base kind of person, but the P, my personality is big, and I have a connection with people, and I believe if you treat people the way you want to be treated and let it be at that, and give love unto everyone as God would want us to, that would be everyone. So I just wanted to be the glue. And the period is you're going to get the humble side of me just as much as you're going to get the personality, period. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything.
But you're saying the humble. There's only, you say it's humility, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my issue is when you get uncomfortable, you go back to what you are or what you're willing to tell us you are. And I'm trying to get down to the parts where you're not so willing to tell, because you jump, it's getting to the uncomfortable part. And my hope is
I'm
that,
not understanding what you're saying.
okay, so you have things that you'll talk about and that you'll allow me into. And then when I get to the part where you feel uncomfortable, you go back to explaining what the glue factory is and the Capri and what that means. And so that's kind of like the safe space of you. And what I'm saying is, can we get into the unsafe space, the dark spaces that you don't visit very often? Because that's the place where the infection is. This other part that you intellectualize, that it has already been dealt with. And you're very aware of you, some parts of you. The other parts, that's my job to help you to be aware of.
I mean, I get that. I was just explaining it to the people that follow me so that they'll know why certain things are the way they are as I'm getting to the points of learning myself, living the self-help project. gluing it up to them for them to let them know, hey, that's why she spells it like caPri, because that's how I see myself. Not trying to avoid any questions that you're asking. To me, that's just me being able to
But
lay it out. So, what is your question directly that you're asking down to the meat? What is
no,
it
no,
that you want to know?
no. That's not how it flows, though. See, it's a matter of it's puzzle. It's a piece to a puzzle, and so you start with the outer edges and you work your way in. You just don't go in the middle and start out. That's how I don't do it that way. And it might be the way that you want, but what I'm saying is, it's the timing in which you decide to explain things to your audience. Everything makes a difference. And so I noticed that when you feel uncomfortable, that's when you start to explain to the audience. Is what I like to do is to continue to discuss things without that, and maybe we could do it on the end and say, hey, this is what this means. caPri is this, and this, because sometimes it disrupts the flow of the thought.
Okay, I can get that.
Okay, so not trying to do anything but get to the
And
white.
I guess I'm more of a direct person, so you got to ask me a question directly for me to get it. The therapeutic talk is like, if you got to ask me, caPri, what is hurting you? What are you angry about? That part. But the therapeutic cushion, that's not who I am. It's like, just give it to me straight with no chaser. What are you asking me?
But I'm not I'm getting to something. And
That's my
so
point. So I guess
but
just
but
get
but
to
but
it.
I don't know, sometimes the beauty of it is in the journey comes the information that
Okay, come back and say, who at beauty? I just want beauty for who? Why I gotta be beautiful?
why can't it be beautiful? Learning about yourself and growing and understanding why you do what you do.
Oh, I get that. Living a self help project. But I guess I'm saying, okay, go ahead.
No, you don't think it's beautiful?
It is very beautiful. It's the moth turned into a butterfly. It's very beautiful. I guess me personally, I didn't think that you asking me a question about me needed beautification. I was just waiting for a direct question to give a direct answer. So if you want to ask me a question, I'm not used to therapeutic cushioning.
And that's how you see it, as a
Yeah,
therapeutic
yeah,
cushion.
because I guess I'm just a direct type person. That's
Well, it seems as though I touched on the subject that kind of um
No, you touched on the cushion. Just ask me what you got to ask me. The
uh,
cushion thing I don't like with people because I'm used to people smoozing and all of this to get to a certain point. When it's just like get to the point and ask me what it is that you got to ask me. You don't
but
have to.
I don't have that yet. It's not like I have a list. The conversation dictates how it goes and what comes next. And you can get to it many different ways. However, by your reaction, I think that I'm going the right way.
Okay, go for it. So ask me your question again so I can
I
get
don't know what that
clarity.
question was. That was 15 minutes ago. So, but this has told me way more than any question
Okay,
that I could have had. And
okay.
so, why don't we wrap it up for today, and then we'll get back with you next week,
And for
to be
those
continued.
to be continued, for those of you that are viewing this, you hit us back up. This is going to be going on from here until when this is supposed to end. And for us, we hope that's never because we got to eat. In the meantime, and be in between time, go get therapy for yourself and find that
Yes.
therapist that's going to push buttons, ask those questions, and take their scenic route to get to the meat of your
Okay, that was a jab. Go ahead.
because they have their way and it
That,
ain't gonna be your way. So whatever their way is, find that person that glues up with you. Be great. Start your upper movement. I would never jab you. To start your upper movement today for tomorrow is a promise. Please go get yourselves tested for
tomorrow's
HIV.
promise.
I got you.
You said tomorrow's a promise. I was like, but I'm tomorrow's promise.
Go
Go
ahead. Go ahead.
ahead. No, I just put my little part in.
I was gonna put your part in now. I'm never gonna leave you out.
No, I didn't think it would just flowed right. Tomorrow's a promise, but tomorrow's promise. Anyway, go ahead.
That's Blue Land and tomorrow's Promised Land. Welcome.
Deuces.